Today I'm making Hoth in Lego. For the size, I decided to go with 2.5 48 by 48 base plates. These are all the minifigures that are going to be used in the mock, and the vehicles and builds. I decided to map out where everything would go so I would know where to build. I'm making the mock a brick high to make the trench functional. Next is time for the plates. After all the plates were done, I started adding all the white and the snow pieces, and I started working on the trench. So it may not look like it, but I've done a lot of work on the trench. I've done a lot of experimenting with new techniques that I've never used before. Although I did not take to perspective how many pieces it would take to do this trench. The technique I'm using for the panels that are in the trench is just a plate and some wedge plates. I didn't connect all the plates, connecting the base plates on purpose so I would be able to move it easier, which limits what I'm able to do with all the wedge plates. But I'm going to go ahead and try to finish the rest of this trench. So I was hoping I wouldn't have to order any pieces for this build, but by the looks of it, I don't have any more slopes left or any more white tiles left. I have no plates left either, which kind of sucks, but I was hoping I wouldn't have to order parts, but it looks like I'm going to have to for this one. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So because I didn't plan ahead, I decided to just ditch a whole base plate. So I decided to just do 1.5 base plates. Which really sucks, because now I have to remap out where the trench is going to go. Okay guys, this is the progress for the mock so far. Because I've had to take it apart, I've had to make some adjustments to the trenches. So this is what we got right now. Okay guys, welcome back. I have a new Lego order, which is my first pick-a-brick order actually. We have a ton of white Lego parts to hopefully finish this build. There actually should be some more coming. These are just the bestseller pieces. Hey guys, me and editing. It's been like 3 weeks and I haven't seen the pieces, so I have no idea where they're at. So, funny story. The pieces came in the exact same day that I recorded that me and editing clip. So, it's kind of weird. Before I do any more progress on the build, I'm going to clean up my desk because there's pieces everywhere and I hate working on a messy desk. Okay, so here are all the pieces that we got laid out, minus these guys over here, and minus these. So all these are the pieces that we got from our pick-a-brick order. We also have probably another bag coming. I don't know when it's coming. These are just the bestseller pieces that came. But I'm hoping this will be enough to finish the majority of the build that we have left. So this is what we have to work with, so let's get to building. So I decided to rebuild this area of the mock. This was a hill right here. This was pretty much like this. But I realized that it used up a ton of parts, and I feel like I could design it better than it was. I'm gonna keep this spot because I think it looks really nice. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I really like the way that looks, so I'm gonna keep that. But I'm gonna redesign this hill up here. The design for the door is gonna stay pretty much the same, just gonna kind of rebuild the structure of the hill. So it's the next day, and I came up with this for the hill, and I don't really like it. This is the third time I'm building a hill. I think it looks a little awkward. It's not steep enough. It's too gradual, not steep. So yeah, we're going to rebuild the hill again. But before I tackle taking apart the hill again, this is the second time, I'm going to be putting the snow speeder into the mock. I'm going to have it crashed halfway into the snow. Hopefully, it's deep enough. And after a while of experimenting and building, this is the finished Crash Snowspeeder. I'm very proud to announce that this base plate is now 100% complete. We just need the minifigs. But before I put the minifigs on this base plate, holy crap, what was that? We need to finish the other base plate. I do not like the hill that I've created, so I'm going to try to redesign it. I do like this part though, with the rocks. I need to use more of these pieces because I have like 9 of them left, so I need to use those. But I'm going to redesign this hill, which is going to take a while, so. Okay, I have finished the hill, and I like this one a lot better. Okay guys, after a crazy amount of work, it's finally finished. Except for the inside, which I forgot to do, but the outside is complete. Here's the completed snow speeder Crash. Here's the rebel gun, and here's the hill, which I've actually added more detail to it. I added kind of vents and just kind of industrial looking stuff that you would kind of see on the top of it as like, you know, steam grates, I guess, kind of just electric stuff. I thought that was cool, so yeah. But I did not think I would have enough pieces to finish all the ground. But alas, it is finally finished. Except for the inside, of course, so I'm going to do that. So the hallway inside is pretty basic. It's just white walls with the dark bluish gray floor and a little part on the wall which is dark bluish gray. All that was left was the minifigs and the black border around the build, so I quickly added those. And with that, the Battle of Hoth is complete. Alright guys, this video is months in the making, but it's finally complete. This is the completed Lego Hoth. I'm going to start over here. We have Chewbacca running in from the door, and just the interior is kind of basic, but at least there is a little interior. Then we have a Hoth Rebel with his helmet off. It's actually Chris Pratt. I don't know, I thought it'd be funny. But then on the outside of that little interior, we have the hill with all the rocks and the snow. Not as much snow up here. It's melted a little bit. Then we have some like kind of industrial looking grates for like steam or something like that, power, something like that. And then there's just kind of snow over here with the rebel. There's 3 troopers over here. One is controlling the turret that's shooting at a TIE fighter up in the sky or something. But this is where the trench starts. We have one of these, the grate things that they step on. It's kind of buried in the snow, and the trench kind of goes down, and we see more of them. This one's buried in the snow too, but we see more of them over here. They just connect right there. Then here we have some of the pieces from the crashed snowspeeder over here. It's actually 3. I like this piece right here. But this is the trench. Pretty basic trench, actually. Then we have some more snow over here, just more kind of. Then this is where the snow troopers are. We have one that is fallen, one that is still shooting at the turret commander, one on a speeder bike, another one shooting at this rebel trooper who has crashed his snow speeder. And then I've added some details of smoke coming out of the engines. So yeah, that kind of wraps up the entire mock. Might not seem like much to some people, but it has taken me a long time to build, taken me a long time to make this video, and I'm very proud of this build. So if you guys want to see more larger scale mocks in the future, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.